Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute. I was focusing on a documentary for the last couple months that we had to go up to Alaska to shoot. More will be coming out about that later, but I had to use a new camera for that trip, and it was the Insta360 One X2, and now it is my favorite camera right now. Even more, I'm more pumped on this camera than my SONY A7R3. This camera was awesome. I had friends on this trip that were like, I'm not even a photographer, but I need that camera. That is awesome. So basically I thought, you know what, I'll do a little brief overview. I know other people have done their reviews, but this is a review from your friendly neighborhood average Joe photographer. So basically let's dive right into it, what I like and what I didn't like. There's a lot more that I liked about this camera that I disliked, but here we go. First off, this is a extreme sports athlete's dream camera. I mean, you point this thing literally anywhere and it's capturing whatever you want, and you can reframe it later. And I think that was one of the huge benefits of this camera, was for what we were doing. It was a lot of, I can't really make the shot perfect right now. I kind of have to focus on this other thing. So this camera was great so that I could just reframe it later in post and be able to still have the shot. So that was really, really cool. Also, this camera shoots log for all you camera nerds out there. It shoots log, so it's a lot easier to color grade in post, and it shoots 5.7K resolution, which is crazy to think that a camera this small can shoot that. So that's really cool. When this pole is working, it's great because it disappears in your footage and it makes no sense, and I don't understand the science behind it, but I don't really care. I'm not asking questions. But this pole, when it locks up, and you can't get it undone. Like right now, it just locked up again. For instance, like this weekend, I was at Snowshoe with my family, snowboarding, and I was using this pole all weekend, and then randomly in the morning, it just froze up and it didn't want to open. And I was kind of like, what the heck? Now I can't film myself. Come on. Just not working. Nothing. So that was a little frustrating. So I could only extend the pole out obviously this much, and that kind of affected some of the angles I could get for that day. I did get the angles I wanted the previous day, but you know, it was frustrating, and if I had been in a crucial moment where I needed this pole to be longer, that would have really agitated me. So maybe the move is to invest in a bigger, better pole, but it says designed for bullet time, and it was kind of ruining my time. But that's only gripe I have with this pole, is it just doesn't, I don't know if it's really built for taking a beating. I think it's more so for like your fun everyday guy. Let's talk about battery life. So battery life, this thing kicks butt. I mean, I was using it in Alaska in -20-degree weather, and it didn't, I mean, I used it for like 3 hours in that temperature, and it only went down 10%. And meanwhile, my GoPro, which was strapped to my helmet, it died before I could even do the task that I was going to do. I mean, I looked at my friend and I'm like, yo, can you hit record? He hits record and he goes, dude, it just stopped. Within 10 seconds, that camera died because of the cold, and I'm over GoPros. I think I almost threw it off a mountain. I thought about it, but then I was like, that's littering, and I don't want to do that. But mentally, I threw that thing off a mountain. But this thing was strapped to my helmet. It was in my jacket. It was getting a beating, it was getting hit, and it just kept recording. Battery life was fine. So honestly, GoPro is no more for Drew. I'm never buying a GoPro again until they can really step it up. But this thing was awesome in terms of battery life. The photo aspects, I haven't really dived into it too much because I have other cameras for photo and I'm not too worried about reframing my photos. But I did take a few with my family this weekend, and I thought they came out pretty good. I wouldn't personally use this for photo probably as much. This is more of a video camera for me, but like, let's say you're in the app editing the video. I mean, it shoots in 5.7K, so a screen grab actually isn't bad off of Premiere or the app. But for whatever reason, and maybe I'm just an idiot, I can't get the footage to look as good in Premiere as it does on the app. Maybe it's because the app is better synced for the settings. Maybe I'm just an idiot and I don't really know what I'm doing. But as far as editing the footage, it looks better in the app than it does in Premiere, and I don't know why. And I've tried plenty of tutorials and all this, so if anyone has any suggestions on how to make your footage not lose a ton of quality and match the app, that would be great. As far as exporting footage out of the app, it's awesome and it looks great. It's like 1080p, which can't complain. So pretty happy with the footage coming out of the app. I mean, that it looks great. And then the tracking system in the app is amazing. I mean, you circle anything and it just follows it. Like, I was filming my friend like snowboarding through the woods and it followed him like through the trees, and like that was insane. I don't know how it does it. There's a lot of, like, this camera could be priced at $1,000 and I'd still buy it. As far as audio goes, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I'm not really looking for too much. This isn't a vlog camera for me, so I'm not too worried about the audio, but I thought the audio was a lot better than I expected. This is an audio test, testing audio, check, testing. I am walking outside. This is an audio test outside, test audio. Dope. So a couple quick things before we head out. I thought the app was designed great. The battery life is great. The reframing in this camera, the capability to reframe shots later, is mind-blowing. The things I didn't like were editing it in Premiere. I thought that needed some work, and that could be on me, but if anyone has suggestions, like I said, comment down below. It exports better out of the app than Premiere. Wish you could screen grab in the app. That would be great. Like, because the app looks so clean, I wish you could just make all the stuff around people when you're reframing disappear and then screen grab that, because it looks really good. And the pole is pretty fragile, but it is really cool when it does work. But like I said, it just broke on me again, and I can't be on the side of a mountain like trying to undo this thing. But as far as camera angles, I mean, you can get so creative with the camera angles out of this thing. It's insane. Snowboarding, skateboarding, rock climbing, all those things, just walking around town. What I really did like was the camera angles out of this thing. I mean, you can literally do anything you want. You can go widescreen, Instagram story, anything you want. I mean, it's pretty mind-blowing that a camera this size can do what it does. So if you're looking for a new camera and you do extreme sports, or maybe you just want to mount this to your helmet while you're filming a shoot, I mean, it's pretty cool. And I was very skeptical of 360 cameras up until now. Thank you for watching. Like I said, new favorite camera is this Insta360 One X2. I'm really excited to dive more into this camera. Like I said, not an expert, just my first take. I've used it for a couple weeks now, and like I said, it's an amazing camera. I thought I'd share it with the world. And GoPro, you're going to the wayside. You are horrible. I am very, very upset with GoPro right now. So thank you all for watching. As always, if you like this video, do all those stupid annoying things that YouTubers tell you to do. And I will hopefully see you guys in another video soon. Getting real busy. So yeah, cool, sweet, peace, deuces.